Hello, everyone. This is Monsef Afqer, and thank you so much for joining us in this new call of Your Divine Uniqueness. So, as always, happy to have you with us, whether on the live call or on the replay. And also really excited that Mijke Ketting is back on the show. I think most of you knows her, and how to say, like, we had her a few times, but in every call, the experience was quite powerful. Whether the information that she shares and channels, sometimes she really gives us very different perspective that really can help us understand the esoterics of the human experience, our connection to the universe, and also through the healing work that she does and she did on the calls with the live callers. It was quite a powerful experience as well. So yeah, very happy that she's back. And for those of you who are new to her, she is multidimensional energy healer, channel, and medium. And the subject today is heal your light body and activate your Creator Chakra. So she will be talking why as sensitives, awakened souls, even though like there might be a long journey of healing and awakening, but still like a feeling of being stuck or feeling out of alignment can be still experienced. And so yeah, she will be talking more deeper about that. And also we'll have a Q&A where you can ask her your questions. And for that, if you are on Zoom, you can raise your hand by pressing react, then raise hand. If you are on the phone, you can press *9. And also you can type your questions on the chat boxes on Zoom and on YouTube. And yeah, so with that, Mijke, welcome back to the show. Happy to have you back.
Thank you, Monsef. It's great to be back, and I always love your show. And I'm so happy to see some beautiful new faces and names, but also a few of my own clients. So welcome to everyone who already worked with me and is joining me here as well. And yes, I'm happy to be here again, and I really look forward to our talk.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, so in the beginning, I would love if you can give us maybe a brief introduction about yourself and your work.
Sure, sure. Well, you already heard my introduction a few times, so for you it's nothing new. But I didn't start my career as an energy healer or even an energy worker. I started my career as a hardcore lawyer at a big law firm. And after I worked there for a couple of years, I didn't really like the work, so I switched to management consulting, and I did that for I think almost 5 years or so. And then I thought it was time for change, and I started to work for KLM Airlines in their management program. And that was a really nice time. It's a wonderful company to work for, and the airline business was and is very, well, how do you say that? Turbulent. And then after, well, I actually worked there almost 10 years, and then I had 2 small children, and it didn't really fit with like 5 days, well, with a work week of 5 long days. So I started my own coaching business, and that developed in like a coaching and management consulting business. But then the pandemic came, and I was always used to work at the premises and offices of clients. And then everything stopped. So all my work stopped, my clients closed their offices, and everyone had to work from home. But when you're facilitating change programs, it doesn't really work from home, and you really have to be among the people and in the organization. So first I did nothing for a few months, which was also kind of nice after years of working. But then it was like, okay, nobody knew how long this was going to take. So I always took all kind of modalities and courses, and that they all had to do with like, family constellations or like spiritual coaching. I took some shamanic courses. And then I was like, maybe I can do something with that. So I started my online healing practice. And that took off and went really well. And I still do that. So I never went back to the corporate world. And I just stayed in the healing arts. So that's my
Yeah.
background.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And yeah, so the subject is healing the light body and activating the Creator Chakra. So I would love in the beginning if you can tell us maybe your definition of those. How do you see the light body and also the Creator Chakra?
Yeah, so I saw a question from someone how to raise the hands. So maybe it's good to explain that. That maybe there are
Yeah,
more.
yeah, it's on Zoom. It depends on the version you have. Either reacts, it's like a heart icon, or reaction, and then you click on. Oh, they changed it. Recognize play. Maybe it's on your side as a guest. You can find there is raise hand because I am the host. Otherwise, I need to check that later. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So maybe someone else can help out that beautiful
Yeah,
lady.
she could raise her hand.
Oh,
So
okay,
yeah.
perfect. Okay, great. And yes, the topic of the light body, it's not a topic that a lot of people talk about. And so I'm also very curious how people will react to the topic. But it is a very important topic. And and especially in the time, the current times that we live in, because times are challenging right now for a lot of people. And then we can all think of all the areas where we have war and conflict and chaos. But even in the lives of a lot of people that don't live in a conflict area, their lives are they're being confronted with daily changing circumstances. And politics, they change every day. The people in power, they change every 2 years. So things are not the same for a long time. And then we also have like a lot of planetary energies that are shifting, and frequencies are rising fast. And as human beings, we always call ourselves humans, but we are human beings, and we have not only a physical body, but also a very intelligent energy body and energy system. And our energy body, and I must say bodies because we have at least 7, they react to changing frequencies. So the question is, how do you stay centered and balanced in these turbulent times? And how do you keep your focus and stay on course to achieve the goals that you set? And and that can apply to things that go on in the physical domain, like people that are having physical challenges. It can be financial challenges, or things playing out in with relationships, and that can sometimes that's not easy, and we need more than just daily grounding exercises or daily meditation. And I always say, proper self-care is a good starting point. A lot of people, and especially women and parents, they first take care of everyone around them and not of themselves. So I always say, you have to take care of yourself as well. And besides that, you have to make sure that your energy system is aligned and that your energy system is able to process the high frequencies that are coming in. And then, we and everyone knows this already. Then we also have like old patterns. A lot of people suffered from trauma, often early in their lives, in their childhood. And if you hold on to these lower and denser frequencies, it's very difficult to process the higher frequencies that are coming in. So you have to release these old patterns, you have to release the old trauma to make sure that your body can keep up with the ascending consciousness level. And then people tell me all the time, all my clients that I work with, they say, I'm doing all that, but I still feel blocked and I still feel stuck. And people feel out of alignment. They still have their physical challenges. And even people say, my problems don't go away, my problems get worse. And that's why I think it's so important to look at a higher level than only the physical level and the level of the energy system. But it's for a lot of people, it's important to look at a higher level, to look at soul level. And we have several soul levels. But soul levels are also like consciousness fields. So we have to check how our consciousness, what is going on at our different consciousness levels.
Yeah, absolutely. I really love that. And so my question is, what can affect like on the consciousness level? Is it like more the other incarnations and the challenges experienced energetically that are still affecting those maybe blocks or the feeling of being stuck, or is there something else also affecting
Yeah,
this?
well, that's a very good question, and to answer that, I first have to explain a bit about what exactly the consciousness channel is that we have, and why it is so important for our life, and especially for to create the life that we want. So I just explained that we have a physical body and several energy bodies. But everything together, like our whole being together, is our light body. And our light body is the part of us that is connected to source consciousness. And, I never really like, when I'm talking about these kind of things, I never really like the word God because there's so much charge to it. So I always like the word source because it's more neutral. And some people call it the 0 point field or the quantum field. And source consciousness, that consciousness field, it's expansive and it's without limitations. So everything exists there. So if you can connect to that, you also can connect to the frequencies and energy that you need. And it's very important to know that if you want to accomplish something or you want to manifest something, you first have to get the energetics right before it will manifest in the physical. So a lot of people think like, I have this physical problem and that's why my energy is off. But it's exactly the other way around. Something is blocked or stuck in the whole energy system, and that's because the physical problems start. So that's the cause of most of the physical problems. And so if you can connect to source consciousness, you can connect to the level of all that is, of everything that you need. So we need source energy to create and to manifest. And we need source energy to act in alignment with our soul purpose and to receive the energy and the support that we need. And our light body, it holds our consciousness, but it also holds the history of our soul's journey. And that's where the answer to your question comes in. So in an ideal situation, our light body connects to our energy body, and it brings in pure source energy that we need to manifest and to reach our goals. And the way the energy is channeled through from source to our energy body is through the consciousness channel. And a lot of people know about the chakras. We have 7 main chakras. We have meridians and nadis. But we also have a hara line, and not a lot of people know that. But the hara line is like is our central energy channel that runs through our physical body. And that's how the consciousness channel, when I look at it, also looks like, but then it includes your whole being. So it's a central energy channel, and it's important for all levels of your being. Well, and why is the light body so important? Well, as you know, energy attracts energy at the same frequency. And I always compare that to a radio station. If you dial the radio to a pop station, you get pop music. if you put a dial on a station that sends out heavy metal, you get heavy metal. And that's the same with energy. So if you have a lot of dense and low frequencies and energy in your system, you will attract low and dense situations and people into your life. If you have like a lot of like high frequencies and high frequency energy in your system, you will attract lighter frequency of lighter situations and people into your life. So it's really important that you keep your energy system as clean as possible and that you clear everything that has to do with trauma, everything that has to do with, karmic blockages. And when you want to align your consciousness, you have to operate at a higher level. And then you have to start looking at soul level, or maybe for some people, and that is coming more and more true at the level of the oversoul, which is even a higher level. And if you experience that only healing of the physical body and the energy body doesn't solve your issues, you will need to heal your light body and the components of the light body as well. Does that answer your question, Monsef?
Yeah, absolutely. And also, we have a question about that from Linda. How do you check your energetic body to make sure it is clean and clear?
How do you check? Oh, your energy body. Yeah, well, for that you really have to be able to connect to your own energy. And I took a lot of modalities and courses to do what I can do right now. So for some, it depends a little bit on the level that you are already used to check your energy. So what I can do with everyone, just to get everyone more at a higher frequency, is we can do a very simple exercise that you can do daily. You can even do it under the shower or sitting at the couch, and that will clear your energy. And it depends on your intention, where you direct your intention to what part of the energy body you are clearing. But if you just want to clear your energy body in general, we can do this like it's a couple of minutes. Is that okay, Monsef, that we do that with everyone?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, so then everyone, see if you can ground yourself. And by that, I mean that you really feel your feet on the floor, or that you send your energy down to the earth. And my clients know that I always start my sessions with this. So you go inwards with your attention. And for the people that love to work from the heart, you can put a hand on your heart and focus on your heart area. And then change your focus to the root chakra. That is the first chakra that is located at the base of the spine. And from the root chakra, drop your energy down, all the way down, as far as you can. And you connect with the core of the earth. And by just using your intention, it will happen. So you don't have to worry if you're doing it right. It will just happen. And feel the stability of the earth. Feel the connection. And this little grounding exercise you can even do before you go into a meeting. So it's already an exercise itself. But it's nice to get everyone like more or less at the same level. And then connect with your auric field, the energy field that you have around yourself, around your physical body. And set your intention that you're going to clear your whole auric field, all the 7 energy bodies. And then just release all the energy that doesn't serve you anymore. Release all energy you picked up from others. Release everything that was stressful or that made you feel worried until now, from the first part of your day. Just release it, let it go. And for all the empaths, really let go of everything you picked up from people around you. Just release it and let it go. And to help the people that love to work with visualizations, because they are more in the mental plane, visualize a cloud above your head and send everything you want to release to the cloud. And just trust that it will happen. Trust your own intuition and your own abilities. And once you feel that the cloud is full, you just let the cloud drift away. We're sending it to the angelic realm, that it can be transformed into pure divine love and light. And when you repeat this at home, you can even visualize a second cloud and fill it up as well, but we don't do that now. It will take too much time. And now you have released all of the energy that doesn't serve you anymore and you don't need to hold on to. And now ask all of your own energy to come back to yourself. And again, just trust that it will happen. And ask your energy to come back to you in the highest frequency that you can hold right now, so it will be cleansed and upgraded. And just allow yourself to receive it back. It's your energy. It's what you gave away to others, to your children, spouses, partners, colleagues, clients. And it's just a natural process. It happens all the time, but you can ask your energy to come back. So do that now and just receive it back. And then feel that by receiving back your own energy with the highest frequency that you can hold right now, that your aura becomes more expanded. It becomes more harmonious around you. It feels more stable. And then again, drop your grounding cord to the core of the earth to properly ground your auric field. Connect to Mother Earth. And then just take a few seconds to feel the difference before and after this little exercise. And when you feel ready, come back to the present moment and maybe write something in the chat, what you experienced and how you feel right now. And you can always listen to the replay later on. And in my experience, what I hear from my clients, if you have practiced it 2 or 3 times at home, it will come naturally and people do it whenever they feel like, and it's a very simple exercise.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you so much, Mijke. Yeah, for me, I feel more grounded, maybe more lighter as well. And around that shared it worked, I feel lighter. Thank you.
Good.
And yeah. So also everyone, if you would like to share your feedback, you can type it on the chat on YouTube or on Zoom. And also a question regarding after a long journey of healing and awakening, but at some point, like when feeling still stuck or not being able to move forward, sometimes we may feel like not having the motivation to do any more energy work or clearing. So is there any energetic explanation of that, and how do you help clients who are in that situation?
Yeah, well, I just had a client this week, and he said, well, basically everything is fine in my life. I have 2 kids, a wife, my mother is still around, and I have a job, but I really procrastinate. So he was like, I know that I have to do things, but I can't put myself to do it. And that was a very interesting question, because then it's not a physical issue. It's not something that you see in the energy field immediately. So then I looked more at the higher levels, at soul level and at the level of the oversoul. And for that, I have to explain a little bit what the oversoul is. So, at some point, we made a decision to incarnate in this body. And before our incarnation, we all made a pre-birth soul agreement. And in the pre-birth soul agreement, a lot of things were arranged, like, the family that you were going to be in, how your life path would evolve, what it would contribute to your soul purpose and your soul path, and even the soul family energy that you chose to work with. And that is at the level of the soul. So our soul is unique because it's connected to our physical body, and that's also unique. But if you go up like a level higher, you have the level of the oversoul. And the oversoul is a consciousness level where 12 aspects of you are like acting out simultaneously. So I always see it like the petals of a flower. So you have like the heart, and then you have 12 petals around it. And that's the way I see the aspects. And what I saw for this client, that there were 10 aspects that were looking okay, but there were 2 aspects that were holding the other 10 back. So it was like, the 10 aspects would move forward, and then the other 2 would just pull them all back. So it is the feeling of, you take one step forward, and then you take 2 steps back. So we figured out together what was going on with the 2 aspects, and there was a lot of fear attached, and it involved a past life. So then we cleared all that, and we realigned the 2 aspects with the other 10. So there was more harmony and alignment on the level of the oversoul. And well, I worked with him this week, so I didn't receive any feedback yet, because I always say, you have to at least take 10 days of integration after a session to really notice what is really changing for you. And some people feel it immediately. Some people feel tired first and then feel the change. But I'm very curious to hear from him how it will go with the procrastination. But what he said to me was like that he could, when he was like tuned in and connected to his high self, he could see first that he saw himself like, leaning backwards, and now he could see himself like ready to move and ready to come into action. So he already could feel the change, but I haven't heard from him yet how it will appear in his daily life. So I hope that is an answer to the question.
Yeah, thank you. And I love that you mentioned that with him, you ask to approach this without fear. There is nothing to fear about, because many times when we hear there is something that blocks us, or an aspect of ourselves that we didn't heal and that blocks the other aspects, we feel afraid about that and maybe feel victim of that, and then we get stuck again in that consciousness. So yeah.
Yeah, and people and humans don't like change. So we never like change. We don't like changing circumstances. We prefer that everything keeps the same if things are going all right. And the fear of the unknown is one of the most difficult fears to work with, because nobody likes to get into action if you don't know what is next. And I always think that if you only take one small baby step, you can release the fear of the unknown. And then there are a lot of other fears and anxiety, and a lot of them are just based what happened in people's lives and previous lives. So yeah, that's a whole different topic.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Micah. And just reading some feedback about the the clearing you did. So from Alan on YouTube, thank you. Very good energy clearing exercise for clearing up the auric field. Pippa, feeling very calm and light. Thank you. Linda, thank you. Feeling back in my natural flow and grounded at the same time. Lovely. Valerie, powerful. Lisa, so wonderful. Thank you. Caroline, filled with golden light. Feeling steady and grounds. My husband just came where I am sitting and said, "You're glowing." And yeah, so thank you everybody for the feedback. And Micah, would you like to share more about the subject, or do we take questions from the audience?
Yeah, we can do both. I don't know. I didn't follow the chat because I was talking and explaining. So if there are more questions from the audience,
We have more like the audience who are raising their hands, so we don't have questions on the chat.
okay.
So let's see.
Yeah, well, maybe it is good to explain a little bit about, what happens when source energy and consciousness doesn't reach the body. And this has to do with like that for a lot of people, the consciousness channel is damaged or congested, or sometimes I even see that it is broken and that it is missing pieces. We also have a very important chakra. I always call it a Creator Chakra. That is, a chakra is more like a transformer. So all of the main 7 chakras that we have in our physical body, they are connected to our glands and organs, and they transform the outside energy to the right frequency that that gland or organ needs. So I always see chakras as very useful instruments. They are transformers, and they help you to transform the outside energy to useful energy at the right frequency that your gland or organ needs. And that's the same with the Creator Chakra, because source consciousness is a very, very high frequency, and we need a transformer to bring that frequency closer to our physical body and our energy body. So that's why I call it the Creator Chakra. And sometimes, a lot of times for a lot of people, that chakra has become inactive, and that is due to all the karma and trauma that we experienced in the past. And when the consciousness channel and the Creator Chakra don't function well anymore, it often results in a diversion of source energy. And so you can imagine, if you see the consciousness channel as like a chimney from your crown chakra all the way up to source, and it is damaged or even it has missing pieces, then source energy can flow in, but it will be diverted and it will be leaking from the consciousness channel, and it won't be able to reach your energy body. And so when your consciousness can't fully reach your body, your frequency gets misaligned. And that's where people experience things like, chronic fatigue, physical pain, or setbacks. People can feel that they are, they feel that they are emotional, not stable, that they feel themselves in patterns that are on loop. People have financial struggles that don't respond to efforts to work on that, to improve that. People find themselves in relationships that feel draining or stuck. And what I see a lot with my clients as well is that they experience stress and overwhelm that is very hard to release. So even if you release it from the physical body, it comes back all the time. And what we just talked about, the feeling of going backwards. So that happens when source energy doesn't reach your body and the energy system.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's very, very interesting. Thank you very much for sharing that. And yeah, so do we take now questions from the audience?
Yeah, sure. You know, let's take a question, and if it's necessary, I can explain
Yeah.
other things if that's necessary.
Yeah. Yeah, just one small remark. Maybe I think that the screen of your computer is very bright because you get yeah, now it's good.
Of my computer? Are you
Yeah,
talking about my
because
computer?
now it's
Yeah,
good.
that's
Before,
is it better now?
yeah,
Because
yeah,
I
it's better
didn't
now.
change anything, but that's I
Yeah,
think
it's
it's
good.
because the difficult with the lighting on my end was because it was daylight when we started, and when
Yeah,
I didn't put my
it
ring
changed.
light on, it would be dark in like half an hour.
Okay.
And so I hope it is better now, and it
Yeah,
will.
now it's good. Yeah,
Yeah,
now
is
it's
it
good.
good?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, so
No worries.
it will be dark over here in 10 minutes, and then
Yeah,
the lightning will be even better.
okay, beautiful. And yeah, so Caroline, um, hello.
Hi,
Hi.
hi, Caroline. And since this is your gift, I don't, I honestly have to say, with all the work I've done over the many, many years, I don't have any struggles really, except for a little bit of anxiety that I've had for about a year. And so if we could look into that and how to release that and where my light body is at. Thank you.
Sure, sure. I would love to, Caroline. So let me tune into you. So if I tune into you, to your light body, and I do it in the same way as how I look at an auric field, it is a little bit like there's a dent on the left side, so it's a little bit more pressed in on the left side of you. And well, of course, I don't know your circumstances or you know what has been going on in your life, but the left side is usually the female side, or the side that relates to female family members, your mother, things like that. And it feels like there's more room on the right side than on the left side. And when I tune into the anxiety, um, it relates to the solar plexus,
Mm.
and the solar plexus is our power center. And just beneath the solar plexus, we have our core star. And the core star is the energy point that contains like our divine spark, and that contains pure source essence. And that the core star is not receiving enough of source energy, so there's a blockage in that area.
Mm.
How does that relate to you? How does that resonate with you?
Yeah, I can see that. And I was just thinking of my mother actually when I was releasing. She made her transition a year ago, coming up a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, she comes in for like cutting cords, releasing whatever else is needed to release. Yeah, she was a big part of my traumas. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and you
Yeah.
know, thank you for sharing that. You know, with these kind of experiences, you probably have been doing a lot of work around that already. I can see that, but sometimes then, you know, a deeper layer comes up. And
Mhm.
and I always trust that, you know, when that happens, now is the perfect time to work on that and to clear that. And the work that you have been doing until now contributed to that you are able now to clear that on a deeper level. And for you, then we really have to look at above soul level, at the level of the oversoul. And we have to see how the connection is between the soul of your mother and your soul, and what is playing out in that connection. And then you will be able to release even more of the energy between you and your mother, that is, it feels a little bit not healthy or not balanced, or you know, there's something off with that energy. And if you can release that, it gives you a lot more freedom, and then your whole being will free up and will expand, because you lose that denser energy on the left side.
Mhm. So how would you suggest a session or my own work or?
Yeah, well, if you can work at the level of the oversoul, you can look into it yourself. And if you don't know how to do that, you are more than welcome to book a session, and I will help you with that. So just see what is best for you.
Very good. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Caroline.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Caroline. And thank you, Mijke, for the guidance. Let's see. Renee, she asks, where is the Creator Chakra located? And she writes, I struggle with negative thoughts, patterns, and procrastination, especially with constant negative events this year, especially.
Okay, well, that's an excellent question. And before I answer that, Monsef, I'm going to put on an extra light to see if that will help with the lighting. So give me a second. Is that better? Oh, Monsef, you're on mute.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Is that better, or do I need more light?
No, maybe a less light.
Less light. So
Yeah.
let me just adjust that. It's always, let me find the right button.
Because what happens on YouTube in general, yeah, it's good.
Is it
YouTube
better?
like brightens the video in general.
Oh,
compared to
YouTube
Zoom.
brightens the video, so
Yeah.
it's not my Zoom, but it's the YouTube settings that you're talking about. Okay, so is it better right now?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, so the question is excellent. And what was the name of the lady that asked the question?
Renee.
Renee. So it's a very good question, Renee. So the Creator Chakra, it is actually a more esoteric chakra. So it is located like in our consciousness channel, but it is anchored in the sacral chakra. And the sacral, so the Creator Chakra expands from the sacral chakra, and it expands all the way in our consciousness channel, just like the normal chakras are aligned to the Hara line. The Creator Chakra is aligned to the consciousness channel. And so that's a very good question. And the sacral chakra is for a lot of people a very complex chakra. It is a chakra that often holds a lot of trauma. People that experience like, unsafety or disconnection from their family, or that suffered from experiences like abuse. They always have core woundings in the sacral chakra. And if these experiences go back to past lives, the Creator Chakra also gets impacted by that and imprinted. And once you have imprints on the chakras, including the Creator Chakra, the chakra starts to dysfunction a little bit, because the core wounding and the imprints of that, they block the chakra and they congest the chakra, and that works the same for all chakras, including the Creator Chakra. And the other part of her question was about procrastination, or can you pull up the question? Can you highlight the question for me?
I don't know how to highlight it. It's I can read it again. I struggle with negative thought patterns and procrastination.
Okay, yeah. So the negative thought patterns, that is a resonator in her field. So how that works, when you have lower and denser frequencies in your field, and we all have them, no one has only positive frequencies in their field. So everyone has resonators in their field, but it depends on, the strength of the resonator, how much energy, how much negative energy it attracts. So, for example, if you suffered from abuse, that creates a very strong resonator in your field, and the resonator attracts the same frequencies, so very low and dense frequencies, and that's why you often see that people who suffered from abuse, they get this pattern of abuse, and the pattern starts to go on loop. For her, it would be good to check, at what level do we have to clear the resonator? And is there a link to a past life? Or do we have to go to the level of the oversoul to completely get it out of her system?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Mijke. And thank you, Renee, for the questions. And yeah, we will continue with the questions in a little bit. We have many of our callers who have questions. So before that, I would like to take a little bit of time to talk about the program you are offering, and their remote scan, and also one-on-one private session, and also remote healing plus other bonuses. And I invite everyone to visit the page yourdivineuniqueness.com/Mijke, yourdivineuniqueness.com/Mijke, MIJKE. Or you can click on the special offer button, which is on the live events page, later on the replay page. The link also on YouTube video description, and I will put it also on the chat boxes on Zoom and YouTube. So yeah, Mijke, I would love if you can tell us about this program.
Sure. And Monsef, is it an idea to share the page, or do you just want me to walk through the elements in the program?
Like I shared the screen? Yeah, I can.
Yeah,
I
sure.
can do that. Just a moment. Can you see it?
Yes, I can see it. Yes, I can see it. So, well, the program is all about healing the light body. And, before I go to the elements of the program, people always want to know, how can the program help me? Because I have this problem, and how can it help me to solve the problem, and which steps do I need to take? So as I explained that healing your light body will accelerate your healing and will support you to reach your goals and to keep a higher consciousness level. And at a higher consciousness level, you will attract other people and other situations into your life that match that frequency. And it will be much easier to release, all kind of blockages, dense energy, or persistent patterns. And the program that I developed to help you work through it is meant to check where the energy disconnects from source and why it doesn't reach your energy body and your energy system, and to see at what level you need clearing. So is it at soul level? Is it at the level of the oversoul? We even have like higher soul levels. We have the level of the avatar and the monad. And the program that I will explain in a bit also contains a scan of the consciousness channel and the Creator Chakra to see where they need to be cleared or repaired, or to be reset, to be activated. And what I notice from clients that I already helped with this, and that I already worked with them on their consciousness channel and the Creator Chakra. So if you heal that and you repair it and reset it, and for the Creator Chakra, you sometimes even have to reactivate it, people feel better energetically. So they feel more connected to source, they feel supported again, they feel that they can put up stronger boundaries, ancestral or karmic interference gets cleared, and they feel a deeper energetic alignment and clarity. At an emotional level, people notice that the looping of the pattern stops, so they can free themselves from persistent patterns. They feel more grounded, more balanced, more emotionally resilient. And what I think is very important, they feel more open to love and to joy and inner peace. And only when you can feel that, inside of you, you will attract it in the outside life. And what I also hear from people at the mental level is that people feel that they are less foggy, and that it clears fog and confusion. So it will make them feel more, that they feel more clarity. They're better in sync with their intuition. And you know, they feel more supported all over. And what I see a lot is that, and that's why a lot of people come to me in the first place, that sometimes they have things going on, or they have symptoms that they can't explain, and whatever they do, it won't work. So by looking at the level of the light body and the consciousness channel, you can really get to the root cause and clear that. So it's all about, you know, aligning your frequency and making sure that you attract the right opportunities, the right people in your life, the right circumstances, and especially for people that feel that they have financial struggles. You have to raise that frequency, and you have to work from inside out to make sure that you will attract the opportunities that will help you. So that's what you can experience from it. And then what the difference is between the two packages, it's more the depth that you want to work on. And what I always like about creating two packages is that people can just choose the level that they feel comfortable with. You know, people that already know me, they probably are inclined to work at a deeper level. People that are more cautious, or that first want to see how my work works out for them. They want to start more, you know, at a lighter level. So what I did for package A, and can you pull that up, Monsef, the elements of package A?
These ones, right? Or
Yeah, maybe that's easier for everyone to see. So what I do, so both packages, they have a personal one-on-one session, because that's, you know, the most important work that you can do, to work one-on-one. And so I can really tune in to the client. I can feel what is bothering them and what level we have to work at. But what I always love, and what I offer often, is that I do a pre-session scan remotely for them, to already clear and do some work on the consciousness channel and the Creator Chakra. And the reason that I do that before the session is that when I work without interaction with the client, I mean, I love to interact with people, but if I do it without the interaction, I can clear much more in a short time. So, you know, if I work with people in a session and they don't know me, you know, the first 5 to 10 minutes, we're talking about what is going on in their lives, what their problems are, and it just costs time, which is fine. But with a remote scan, I can just clear, and make sure that a lot of what is blocking or congesting the consciousness channel and or the Creator Chakra is already cleared. And then we have the 20-minute one-on-one session. And because 20 minutes it's not a very long time, but it is time enough to clear the most important blockage of the consciousness channel, and to check and reset the Creator Chakra. And then for that package, I offer 7 days of remote healing support. And there's a 48-hour bonus for both packages. That's an extra 7 days of remote healing support. And I channeled a powerful glyph to heal the light body and to activate the Creator Chakra. And it contains an affirmation that you can work with yourself. And you know, the fun, I really found it fun to do. So what I did, I how do you say that in English? I think it's crayons, like, you know, colored pencils, but they're a little bit more greasy. So I worked with my crayons, and I created a glyph, and then I uploaded it into the kind of like enhancement function of my phone, to make a drawing of it, a watercolor drawing. And then this beautiful picture came out. So, well, first I was very proud of myself that I managed to do that, because, you know, I'm not bad with technology, but, you know, AI is so new, and sometimes it doesn't really work, because you really have to know what you are doing. So I really loved the picture that came out, because for me it had the right frequency and the right feeling of my original drawing. So that's why I included the glyph, and it's the first time that I include a glyph into a package. So that's for both packages, also for package B. And then package B is more how do you say that? Extended. It's you can work at a deeper level, and so it has the same 20-minute scan of your consciousness channel and the Creator Chakra, but the session time is longer. So instead of 20 minutes, it's 30 minutes to heal and activate the consciousness channel, and then it's an additional 15 minutes to restructure the consciousness channel and the Creator Chakra. And the restructuring process, and whether you do that for an organ in your physical body, or you do it for, you know, one of your energy bodies, that's a very powerful process, because what I do, I restructure the energetic templates with all the lines of light. And that really gives you like a reset to the original template, and it gives a very powerful boost. And of course, I check and reset the Creator Chakra. But for this program, I also included two MP3s. So I channeled light language to heal the light body and to support you with healing the light body, especially after the session, but you can always listen to it before the session as well. And what I always love with MP3s is that when you have a silent version, you can play it when you're busy. So I always use my silent versions when I go out for grocery shopping, and I just put it on loop on my phone. I put it in my purse or in my pocket, and it just works the energy while I do the shopping, or, you know, when I'm cooking, or even I used my own activations, but also MP3s from other healers when I had difficult meetings. And I have some MP3s that are based on crystals. So I just made a playlist of some crystals, and I put it on the silent version to help raise literally the frequency of the meeting and the atmosphere of the meeting. And then for this, so I love the silent ones always, because you can play it whenever you want. And for this package, there is 21 days of remote healing support. And it also has the 48-hour bonus with the extra 7 days of remote healing and the powerful glyph. So for package A, you get 14 days of remote healing support. And for package B, it is 28 days of remote healing support.
Yeah. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Mijke, for the program and both packages. And yeah, also thank you for including it here for our audience for the first time on a show or telesummit. So,
yeah, you have the premiere, Montse, the exclusive.
Thank you for that. And yeah, I really love your work, and also received great feedback from in the past from our audience who works with you. And yeah, very happy and honored to share your work again here on the show. So yeah, so again, everyone, you can sign up for one of these two packages on the link yourdivineuniqueness.com/Mijke, yourdivineuniqueness.com/Mijke, MIJKE. Or you can click on the special offer button, which is on the live events page, later on the replay page, and also the link on YouTube video description and the chat boxes on Zoom and YouTube. Renee, she wrote a feedback. New understanding of my experiences. Thank you very much.
You're most welcome, Renee. You're most welcome.
Yeah. So can we continue with the questions?
Sure, go ahead. Sure, go ahead.
Rhonda, can you please unmute yourself?
Hi, yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you for having back on.
Rhonda, your
Maybe if you can
sound,
speak louder,
yeah,
or
your
make
sound
Okay.
it has an echo.
Yeah, because I've had trouble in the past with trying to get the sound correct.
really.
Rhonda, could you otherwise type your question in the chat
Okay.
and just type it right now? We'll just wait for you. I'll start tune into your energy, so you can just type your question, and I'll open the chat. Intestinal inflammation, okay. And Rhonda, are you already having problems with that for a long time? Can you type that in the chat? Yeah, that's what I felt. And it's interesting that you mentioned 2 years. So with the intestinal area, and especially with inflammation, that indicates that there's something going on that is like, it's like a program in the background. So it comes, it goes, it gets worse, it gets a little bit less, but it's there always, and it's just it doesn't go away. So when I tuned into your energy, there's something that you find really hard to digest. So that's the first thing that came up for you, that there's an issue or a subject that is very hard to digest for you, and that has an influence on your physical body. So we have to at least go to soul level, and maybe even to the level of the oversoul, to look what happened to you. There's also past life and maybe even ancestral energy coming through. So we have to look at what happened in that past life that you found so hard, or that you had so much trouble with, and that energy still is still in your system. And how I always I call it like, it bleeds through in your present life. So sometimes what we experienced in a past life is bleeding through in our present life. And you see that a lot with like infections and inflammations and problems with the immune system. All these things that linger, and that are always there and don't really go away. That's then it's usually the case. So I hope that answers your question a little bit, and otherwise just type in the chat if you need more background. Yeah, so the past life energy for you is very important to look at, and it goes back a long, long time. So let me tune into that for you. It had to do with very difficult circumstances in your life back then, and injustice. So something was going on that was not just, and you were suffering from very difficult circumstances, but because of the injustice, it was very hard to digest, literally. So it made you feel, how do you say that in English? Like a grudge. It made you feel carrying a grudge, and that energy is still in your intestinal area and causes the inflammation. So I hope that will give you a little bit more insight, and if you want to clear it, we have to work at that level and see how that connects to the level of the soul and the oversoul for you.
Yeah. She
And
wrote yes.
maybe what is good for her to know as well, and for everyone as an example. So this is an example where this energy, it's not only located in the gut area, but it's located through her whole field. And for that, it's also important to look at the state of the consciousness channel, because when I tune into that for Rhonda, it is damaged, and there are pieces missing. So to be able to really clear out the past life energy and to correct the things at soul level and the level of the oversoul, it will have a direct impact at the consciousness channel as well. So it will be much easier to reconstruct and repair the consciousness channel for her.
Yeah. Thank you, Mijke.
You're
And
welcome.
yeah, and also thank you, Rhonda, for your question. And let's see, we have a question from Linda. Unable to come on live, but I would love if you could check to see if there is a block between my Creator Chakra and my central channel. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so this will be nice because I always like doing things, and sometimes, you know, it's a long time for people to only listen. So when I ask for a chakra, I always use my pendulum, Monsef, can you tell me if you can see it all right?
Yes.
Okay, so for example, Monsef, do I have your permission to ask for your root chakra, that I can use you as an example?
Yes.
Okay, so when I ask my pendulum to give me the state and the state of your root chakra, you see it starts to spin, and it starts to spin in a fast tempo. It spins nicely in a round movement, so that's a perfectly healthy root chakra. For Linda, if I ask for the state of her Creator Chakra, look at my pendulum and look at my hand. I don't move my hand and the pendulum doesn't do anything. For Linda, if I ask the state of her heart chakra, the pendulum starts to move. It doesn't move very fast, but it moves in the right direction. So what you can see from the pendulum is that Linda's Creator Chakra is blocked, because that's why the pendulum doesn't swing.
Okay. Thank you, Mijke.
You're welcome.
Yeah. And let's see. So maybe we can unmute Tatiana. Hello.
Yes.
Oh,
Hello.
Tanya.
Hello, Mike. I already bought your package A. Hello, Monsef.
Hello, Tanya.
It will be very interesting to work with you. I like your style.
Thank you.
So, I mean, I have been having changes for the last 3 years, and now they continue. And I'm not always happy with them, and especially when I can't see the future of the changes, you know. And I know that everything happens for a reason, and I know that I create my reality, and I try to be positive about everything, but still I can feel anxiety in my solar plexus. And I did a lot of clearings in the last 5 years. I think a lot of stuff left, but I believe you always have some stuff coming up to clear next. So if anything is blocked, just let me know, please. Thank you.
Yes. So this is a very good question, you know, and I can see that you already have done a lot of work. But if I look at your connection to source, it is disconnected. It's even distorted. So what the problem is with like a distorted consciousness channel is, if you visualize it like a chimney. I always tell my clients, you know, you go first with your attention to the crown chakra, which is a bit above your head, and then you follow your own energy all the way up to source, and then I follow their energy with them, and then for you, I see your energy, it is banded, so it doesn't go to source, it goes to another energy source. That happens a lot. And sometimes it can have to do with your soul family that you originated from, and sometimes there's like this collective soul wound, because that comes in for you. So if I ask, because a specific soul family came to mind, and if I check with my pendulum, I'm right. I'll explain it like this. I in the beginning of the call, I told that we all make a pre-birth soul agreement, and in that we all we also choose the soul family energy and essence that we want to work with in this lifetime to support and help us to achieve our soul purpose. And for you, that is the soul family of Hadar. Hadar is an actual star or planet that you can still see in the sky. It is part of the Beta Centauri star constellation.
Mhm.
What is interesting to know, everything on Hadar is based on love. So Hadarians, souls originating from Hadar, what they only knew was love. And they were used to live in a world where everything was based on love. All frequencies and all aspects of love was the only thing they knew. Once they started to travel through the universe and go to other planets, other star systems, planet Earth, what happened to a lot of Hadarians, because of their pure connection to love, they were like the perfect prey for dark energies to siphon off. So for you, we would have to look where that diversion is going to, because it's going to another consciousness field that siphons off your energy. And it's very important for you to clear that. So, I would advise you to clear it, because the moment that you can connect yourself to source again, all things start to change.
Well, I hope we can clear it in our session with you.
Yes. So help me. So if you can make a note of what I just said and help me remind it, it will save us time. Because
how you spell Hadar?
Hadar. Yeah. So if you can make a note that you are a Hadarian, that your consciousness channel has a distortion, that you're connected to a dark consciousness field, and that we have to recorrect that and reconnect you to pure source.
Yeah, thank you. I could feel it.
Good.
Thank you.
Looking forward to work with you, because this will be a big thing for you. Yeah.
Thank you. I look forward to it too. Thank you, Matsaf. Thank you, Mijke.
Thank you, Tanya. And thank you, Mijke, for the guidance.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, Tatiana, can you please unmute yourself?
Hello, Hello. Thank you for taking my call. I feel stuck. I was diagnosed with cancer last year, with colon cancer, had a surgery, and doctors took my gut out, so it's now outside. And I still feel exhausted, can't work. And last night, my gut was bleeding. And it was bleeding so bad that I didn't know what to do. The only thing that came to my mind, I put on energy healing MP3s, and that helped. So could you please help me understand what happened?
Yes, I will tune into you. So give me a second to do that. And you're very sensitive. I can feel that. Okay, so for you, I would have to go to the Akashic Records. It takes a little bit too long to do that, because what I see, and it's kind of like a very, it's not a nice picture. So I see and I feel energy of torture, of sacrifices. So we have to look in the Akashic Records for you to see what was going on in a past life for you. So let me ask. So sometimes people are the perpetrator, and then I will explain it like this to you. So there's a lot of karma attached, and with karma, the difficulty with karma is, if you pick up energy from me or from Monsef, you can just clear it with the exercise we did in the beginning of the call, But with karma, there's always this kind of lesson involved. So in a lifetime, you did something in service to self instead of service to others, and then in a future life, you have to even that out. You have to to do something to neutralize that. And that's what we usually call the lesson. I don't like the word, but it really explains it well. So for you, we really have to find out with the torture and the sacrifice, what your part was in that. So if you took part in like, and this goes back a long, long time, if you took part in like setting up rituals or sacrifices, then in another lifetime, you are suffering from the consequences. And you know, if we can clear that out for you, and that's not, it's not very difficult to do that. It just asks you to connect to your heart, and we can clear it out. So that's what I would advise you, to really look at the past life and the karmic burden that is in your system related to your stomach.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And Tatiana, can you feel in your heart if this resonates with you? So really go to your heart space.
Yes, actually, I'm getting information that I have a vow of self-sacrifice.
Okay, okay, yeah, yeah. Yeah, so what we have to do for you is we have to go up higher to see why you made that vow. So if you are able to book a session with me, make a note of this, and we can look deeper into it, and we can clear it for you, and support you with your physical challenges.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're most welcome, dear. You're most welcome.
Thank you, Tatiana, and thank you, Mijke, for the support. And yeah, so S, can you please unmute yourself?
Hello. Hello, Mijke and Monsaf.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, I don't want to be on camera.
I hear an echo. Am I? It's
Yeah, after she asked the question, I can mute her, and then
Okay.
when you finish talking, I can unmute her again.
Okay, so go ahead, S.
Okay, it's Ina. I've had a session with you before, Mijke. I've been procrastinating on another one, but I just purchased one. So, so basically, I wrote it in the chat, but the question that kind of sums it up and is coming up for me is like, can a convolution of other people's karma sit in your sacral chakra? Because I want to make room for what is mine to birth through me. So I feel when I'm working or attempting to address my sacral, that my throat chakra tightens up severely.
Mm-hmm.
And I really do want to get to the root of this. I don't know if it'll just take one time, but I feel like my energy, it's like it doesn't reach me. It could reach the people around me, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But like I'm holding on to their energy.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. So we have to figure out what is going on in your system. And regarding your question about karma, yes, it happens that you can have karma from others in your system. Karma is a very dense and very heavy energy, and karma is very often stored in the bones. The problem with karma is, and especially if it is karma from others, if you pick the karma from other people, it is not your lesson. So it's very difficult to clear it, because, you know, the way to neutralize it is to do something that is the opposite. But if it is not your experience from the past, it is very difficult to neutralize it. And because karma is very heavy and very dense, it really is a burden to your system. And it affects the chakras, it often affects the immune system, it affects the skeletal system. So in the past, I've done a program with Monsef about the bones and the teeth, and about the karmic causes for that. And there I've seen and worked with a lot of clients that had karmic imprints. on their skeletal system that cause them to have osteopenia or broken bones or osteoporosis. And also clients that have problems with the immune system because the karmic energy that is not their karma, it is like a foreign agent in their body. It's like a toxic energy in their body, and the immune system finds it very hard to process that. Does that answer your question, Ina? And it's nice to hear your voice again.
Thank you. That makes sense. It sounds like I need to go deeper and that my intuition is there, but I also would like to tune into that and trust that more and be able to act from it, because my solar plexus also feels very, I don't even feel I can connect to that as much as I
And for you,
have.
for you that also has to do with the core star. So the connection between the solar plexus and the core star is broken. So that means that the divine God spark, the divine essence from source, is not coming into your system. So we first would have to look at the core star to see why it is not functioning as it should, and why it is not giving energy to the solar plexus, so it can be spread to your system. So basically, you are missing a part of your connection to source, and that is also difficult if you want to tune into your intuition, because then you need a clear connection to source. Does that make sense? Does it resonate with you?
That resonate. This core star is in the Dantian area underneath your navel.
No, it's a little bit higher. It's just beneath the solar plexus. It's like 2 or 3 fingers under the solar plexus.
That makes a lot of sense. I feel a lot of dense energy there. Like there's a lot that could come out.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so that can affect pregnancy is my last question. Could that affect like giving birth or?
Yes, definitely, because the if you're not completely connected to source, it's very difficult to get your life force energy in, especially life force energy for a new life.
Yes. Okay. Gratitude. I don't know what to say. I'm looking forward to moving some energy. So
yes, you're most welcome, and it's so good to hear your voice again.
Same.
Looking forward to seeing you soon.
Okay.
Okay, dear. Take care.
Ciao.
Take care.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Ina. And thank you, Tanya, for the support. And there's a question from Tanya. She asked if can you heal my son without him being present, like having a session for him?
Well, of course, that is possible, Tanya, but what I would prefer always when I work with people's children is first work with you, and then see what exactly is going on, and then see what is the best for him, okay?
Yeah. So thank you, Mijke. And so we have 5 minutes left. Can we take maybe one more question?
Sure, let's take one more question. That's
Okay.
great.
So Abby, I would love you to check my channel, etc. Thank you.
And what is her name again, Monsef?
Abby, A-B-I.
A-B-I, Abby. Yeah. Okay, so let's tune in. Well, first her Creator Chakra comes up, and I'll show it with the pendulum. And it's not spinning, so it's blocked. And when I follow the energy through the consciousness channel, it is kind of, it looks, how do I describe that? So it's not straight, but it's twisted. It looks twisted, like it has twists in it. And it makes the energy do wonky things. So the energy goes around in loops. Actually, a lot of the energy doesn't come into her system, but goes right back up again. So it doesn't reach her system. So that would manifest in like not feeling aligned and not feeling connected, like feeling disconnected and not feeling that you're aligned with your soul purpose. maybe not really knowing what you are here to do on Earth at a deep level. That's what I would expect based on how the consciousness channel looks. So I don't know if Abby has if it's possible for her to type in the chat if that resonates with her.
Or if you can unmute yourself, also it's
yeah, if you
would work.
can unmute yourself even better. Oh, there I see her in the
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, Abby. Hi, Abby. I can hear you perfectly.
Hi. Yes, very much, very stuck, very uncertain of direction. I
Yeah.
would say, yes.
Yeah, so that's because it looks, you know, it looks twisted. So it's like yeah, that's the word that I was looking for. Your energy is spiraling. So it's
Right.
all over the place and it doesn't has a focus.
But the thing with that I've been experiencing for many years is through my mother actually from in womb, and constant attacks actually from sort of negative aspects of her, and that's sort of ramping up instead of
Okay.
clearing.
Yes, and is your mother still alive, Abby?
No, she's not. No, but
So
she's
what?
using siblings to, you know, as well.
Yeah, yeah. So what sometimes happens, what I've seen more often, is that when a parent passes, it wants to stay close to, for example, one of the children because things aren't settled yet. So sometimes the soul of the deceased person is very afraid to move on, and it clenches itself to the energy field of the child. And sometimes it even siphons of the energy of the child. So for you, we have to look at soul level to see why your mother's energy is in your field. And you know, having energy of another soul, even if it is your mother's in your field, is very draining, and it brings you it derails you. It brings you out of alignment.
Chronic fatigue for 34 years.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense because it is really, yeah, it's draining your energy, and basically your energy is feeding two people. And what sometimes happens when you have an extra soul in your field, it attracts other extra souls as well. So for you, I would really advise like a thorough clearing of first your auric field to clear all the extra soul energy out, and then to see how we can help your mother to cross over, to see if there is like a message of your mother that still has to be spoken out and transferred to you, and to see if there are any cords that are unhealthy for you that we need to cut.
Right. I've done so much work with so many different healers around it, and yet nothing seems to have changed. So.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But you're saying that's, well, you think that could be
Yeah,
a key.
definitely. Yes, definitely. Yeah, you know, the way your consciousness channel looks, it looks like where do I compare it with? You know, we have these salty snacks and they're called wokkels, and they look like this, you know, and
Right.
that's how your consciousness channel looks.
Wow.
So that prevents you from having like a clear, straight, open channel to source. And then we have to figure out why it is so twisted and if that has to do with your mother or not. And otherwise, what the root cause of that is.
Right. Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're most welcome. You're most welcome.
Would you suggest a package B for that?
Yeah, I would take some longer time for that, and especially also the remote healing would be very good for you to benefit from that after the session. So you know, just feel if it resonates with you, and if you decide to purchase the package, write down what I said to you, so we can you can summarize it at the beginning of the session, and it won't take up. We don't have to go all over it again, and we can dive right into it.
Right, lovely. Thank you very much.
You're most welcome, dear. You're most welcome.
Okay. Thank you, Monse.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, Avi. And yeah, thank you, Mijke, for the support and guidance. And yeah, for the support that you gave to all our callers. So we didn't have time to go through all the questions. Maybe next time. And also thank you for the information you gave us. It was very, very inspiring. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Monsef. It was my pleasure. It's always lovely to co-create with you. And you know, maybe we didn't explain that in the beginning, but everyone who listened, they always receive something of the healings that I did. So whenever it resonated for you as well, you will receive it as well. That's what Monsef and I always set up as a container. And I wish everyone well, and thank you for having me.
Thank you again, Mijke. We're grateful to you. And Ina, she wrote gratitude with 3 hearts. Linda, thank you so much for this wonderful call. And yeah, so everyone, thank you very much for being here with us today. Thank you for co-creating with us this experience, for sharing your energy, whether on the live call, on the replay, and sharing your questions and comments. Caroline, she wrote thank you. And so again, you can find the 2 packages that Mijke is offering to us on the link yourdivineuniqueness.com/Mijke, yourdivineuniqueness.com/Mijke, MIJKE. Or you can click on the special offer button, which is on the live events page, later on the replay page. The link also on YouTube video description and the chat boxes on Zoom and on YouTube. Ina wrote, thank you both. Bless. Rachel, thank you both. Rhonda, beautiful healing, much abundance to all. And yeah, so with that, everyone, I'm sending you so much love, and I will see you on the next call. Bye for now.